Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to learn about pizza. Well, kind of. We're actually going to be looking at what you call the slices of pizza, or what I would like to call the fraction parts of a pizza. Let's take a look at the definition of fractions. Fractions are numbers that are part of a whole. Here are some examples. We have 2 9s. What that means is I have a whole object. That could be like, well, a pizza. That pizza could be sliced into 9 slices or 9 parts. I could have eaten 2 out of 9 slices of pizza. That means I ate a fraction, a part of that pizza. Let's take a look at some other fractions. Here we have 3/4. If I was eating pizza, I could have eaten 3 out of 4 slices, or 3/4 of the pizza. Fractions can also be called improper fractions. Here I have 9/4. That means I have more parts than what I actually have of wholes. Here I also have mixed numbers. That means I have 2 whole pizzas and half of a number. But we'll learn about these in another lesson. Now, fractions can be made into a whole object or it can be made into a set. Here I have a whole circle. It's broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Now, I could say, I have 1 shaded part out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the fraction that I have shaded is 1 out of 4. Let's take a look at it in a set. Here I have a set of circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this set, I only have 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 circles shaded. I have 1/4 of the set of circles shaded. Here's an example where I told you before about mixed numbers and improper fractions. Here I have, let's say, 2 candy bars, for example. Both candy bars are split into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I could say I have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 3 parts of the whole, or I could say I have 1 whole candy bar and 1/3 of another. Fractions are made up of 2 parts. The first part is called a numerator. Numerator is the top number in a fraction. It tells us how many parts we have or don't have of a whole. Let's kind of review what we talked about before. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts make up this circle. I have 1 of those parts shaded in. My fraction would be 1/4. This is my numerator. This is what I have. It could also mean what I don't have or what's not shaded in. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. How many parts are not shaded? 1, 2, 3. There's my numerator. 3/4 not shaded. Let's take a look at the down numbers, I like to call it. This is called the denominator. Denominator is the bottom number in a fraction. It tells us how many parts make up the whole. Let's take a look at a circle. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts make up this entire circle. That is my denominator. Let's look at a set. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers that make up the set. My denominator is 6. Do you remember what this number is called? That's right, it's called the numerator. I have 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded. 1/4 of the circle shaded. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 circles shaded in the set for 4/6 of the set shaded. Let's do a little practice. What portion of this circle is shaded? Let's think about that for a second. How many parts do I have? What's my denominator? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are halfway there. Let's figure out my numerator. How many parts do I have or that are shaded? 1, 2, 3. If you wrote 3/4, you're correct. Let's take a look at another one. Here I have a set. So what I want to do first is count how many circles I have in the set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's my denominator going to be? 7, you're right. That's how many parts I have in the entire set. Now let's take a look at how many circles I have shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I have 5 out of 7 circles shaded in. That's my numerator. Tells me how many parts I have. My denominator tells me how many parts make up the entire set. Let's do another one. This time I have a rectangular shape. See if you can figure this one out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. That's my denominator. How many parts do I have shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 8 parts are shaded. I could also say that this is half of the entire rectangle. So I could also say that this is equal to a half. One more. Careful, this is a trick question. I want to know what fraction of this circle is not shaded. I do the same thing. Let me get my denominator first. Let's count up the parts that make up this whole circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, I want to know how many are not shaded. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 8. 6 out of 8 are not shaded in. Well, thank you for tuning in to my lesson. Next time we will talk about improper fractions and mixed numbers. See you later.